Hi, welcome to the New York State Skinny, brought to you by the New York State Association of Realtors, where we dig into the most recent numbers from our market. Let's start with buyers. Pending sales, or the number of signed purchase agreements, were up 18.6% to 9,381. Closed sales were up 14.8%. On the seller's side, new listings increased 6.1% to 16,836 new homes. That marks the sixth consecutive month of year-over-year increases in seller activity. This is starting to feel like a pattern, and it's a welcomed pattern. Educated buyers continue to monitor seller activity closely in anticipation of additional choices. Inventory is still thin, but the year-over-year declines could soon start to taper. Statewide, the number of homes for sale fell 11.2% from last year to 90,286 units. Multiple offers are still pretty common, so serious buyers need to come out swinging because the season likely depends on it. At $230,000, the median sales price was up a respectable 4.5% compared to last September. That's almost dead on with the September 2008 median sales price and marks the 11th consecutive month of rising prices. What's driving this, you ask? Less supply, more demand, and an improving sales mix. What's fueling demand? Still affordable interest rates and home prices, an improving labor market, and rising rents. The possibility of further increases in mortgage rates and prices is also fueling buyer demand. There are now 9.9 months supply of inventory in the state. Sellers are getting offers that are more in line with asking prices than in the past. On average, sellers receive 95.3% of their list price at the point of sale, the highest September ratio since 2007. That's the New York State Skinny for this month. Check back next month for the latest.